Well, my daily fighters, my name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for the 3rd of June, 2026. So, we're talking about this thing with Daniel Susskind. He wants to do something with AI. He wants to talk about how education should be modified in view of AI. Now, this is, obviously, number one, these large language models and what they are and so forth, they've been around for 2 years, maybe 3 years at this point. And or at least the impressive ones that weren't just little toys, right? Prior to 2023, there was no conversation like how should we worry about what AI is going to do with GPT-2, right? That just wasn't a issue. Um, so we'll figure out what happens with them later. Uh, but people are already trying to decide what you should do with your how we should respond to AI in the age of education. Now, what I've said before is AI is helping people cheat, and it's helping people cheat in just the way that it reinforces the kinds of bad habits that they come to college with from, excuse me, high school. So this is really bad, right? This is sort of the opposite of what we'd like it to do. Now, um, uh, let's see. So Susskind had talked about what we want to do is we want to get to critical thinking and reading and writing and arithmetic, that sort of thing. Reading and writing arithmetic. Sort of back, he had a sort of back to basics um, view, even though I think he probably would not call it that. Back towards what we call a liberal education. Now we have lots of problems with that. Um, Number one is that we have moved in the recent years, or in the past couple of decades, maybe 6 decades, to the view that education is job training. So we start with a correlation here, right? Which is people who are more educated get better jobs. People with college degrees get better jobs. This obviously reinforces um, the view that education is good for making people smarter or something, more capable of something or other. We're not really sure what. Nobody's ever explained what it does. But, we have this view that education will improve um, chances, our capabilities of doing, of not doing, but of achieving things in life. Although we might not have a really great view of, really great idea of what those things are. or how education does it. Um, this is actually good. Let's see if we can get up here. This looks like a flood trap. If I can kill those guys, get the key. And the flood trap doesn't do anything to me. Let's see this. So I got the key. Let's try the white potion. Invisibility. Got that. Do we know what this guy is? Scarlet. So we do want to get any sort of potions we can before we start playing with this, because what we're hoping is to get a well, I don't even know what I haven't seen what the key is for. What is that key for? The door key, but I haven't seen the door. But we want we do want no, we definitely want. Is there another potion out here that I saw in the potion at some point? Maybe I got them. Oh, pretty sure I saw another potion. Just don't know where. Not a bad ring. So we got all this armor. I have no idea what's in there. Okay, it's a ring. So we'll equip L. We hope this is okay. What we want is to trigger an effect. So if this triggers an effect, then I know it's good. Got 3 scrolls. I guess equip F and be ready to take it off and switch. I don't feel good at this point. So this is not triggering at all. So I'm not thinking. I think this is like a +1 whip or something like that. Could be wrong. Could be a great whip. An unknown potion. So I'm going to go up. Use test the cyan potion. plus 0. Yeah, we'll just go back up right now. Oops. Do I have anything useful? No. What else is here? Ring of Wisdom, door key. It's only one. So use the war pike. Probably better rings than what I have, but I have 2 rings. So strength of 15. So bad, not great. Pike is a useful weapon. It's plus 2 banded man. Okay, so I'm not in bad shape. Plus 3 ring of wisdom. Centipede got me last time I got seconds in a minute. Although that was more of a problem with me than with it. Okay. Let's see if I find a good use test spot. Not really. Let's burn some of these anyway. E, protect weapon. H, identify. And O, charging. And drop those summon monsters. I don't know if I got that. I think I got that last scroll on this level. So just in case it's useful for some sort of puzzle on this level. Was not good either. Most of that I was lucky with the armor I put on. Should have just used the U in this case because I was in such a bad shape. I should have just burned the other scroll. Hard to do that. Hard to do that. Hard to do that. But you gotta remember, just use test. You're gonna die anyway, right? Especially if you make a error like I did, and just use it, and hopefully it'll get you out. If I teleported somewhere else, I was probably going to be in better shape for long enough to heal up. But it's so hard to do that. Little by goblin at F6 with 1096. How close? This is very close to the last one.